COVID-19 has resulted in an unprecedented situation across the globe. It has now affected 210 countries and territories, with over 2 million cases in total at the time of recording. In the US, most non-essential businesses have been shut, while universities have moved their classes online. In particular, UW-Madison announced on March 17th that face-to-face instruction would be suspended until the end of the spring semester. Students were asked to leave Madison and return home. With cases growing exponentially worldwide, many international students decided to leave for their respective home countries.
My name is Gleb. I'm a junior at UW-Madison studying computer science. I'm from St. Petersburg, Russia, so when class moved to an online format, I made the decision to go home and quarantine with my family. I think the most difficult challenge for me was to stay motivated. With more free time, it created an illusion that I can procrastinate assignments more, but obviously that's not the case since the expectations of being a student remain the same.
My name is Saeed, and I'm an international student at UW-Madison. As soon as the university switched to online classes, I was ordered by my sponsors to return to my home country, United Arab Emirates. The biggest challenge I have faced studying online is keeping up with the time difference. UAE is 9 hours ahead of Wisconsin. Because of that, I decided to change my sleeping schedule to stay up the night and sleep in the morning and afternoon.
My name is Matvey and I'm an international student coming from Moscow, Russia at UW-Madison. So I think it took some time for me to get used to the remote learning system, but sometimes it was hard in terms of time difference because in fact one time I had to take an exam at 3 a.m. in Moscow while it was 7 p.m. in Madison.
Some international students, on the other hand, did not leave Madison. There are many reasons for this. Some had internships lined up for the summer and did not want to have to cancel them because of the chance that they would not be able to come back to the US. For others, their home countries had already put in place travel restrictions, by the time the university had officially moved the remainder of the spring semester online.
My name is Diana. I'm from Russia. I'm a junior at UW-Madison. Not being able to travel back home during the virus has definitely made it harder to stay motivated and to have a positive demeanor. Being so far away from family and friends when they're needed most just makes everything so much harder.
My name's Chimani Mukwena, and I think quite simply put, it's messed up a lot of things. There's a lot of uncertainty right now everywhere, and it doesn't help that particularly here being out here alone and no family, at least in my case, it's a little harder because you're pretty much alone a lot, and so it's been a little bit tough. But I think this time kind of builds character for us as students, and you become a little bit more resilient over time.
COVID-19 brought about unprecedented challenges for international students. However, I believe that we will all get through this, and that this will only make the international student community stronger.